Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Twin Flames reading. I am going to give 3 different readings based on your current status. Those of you who have yet to meet your twin flame, those of you who are in separation from your twin flame at this time, and those of you who are currently in union with your twin flame at this time. So go ahead and go to the timestamp which depicts your current situation with your twin flame journey. I will start with those who have yet to meet their twin flame in this incarnation. Hello there. All right, so for those of you that have yet to meet your twin flame, let's get started and see what Spirit has to say. Why have we not come into union yet? What are we working on? And when will you guys come into union? Okay, so let's start with a general message from Spirit about this. Why have we not met our twin flame yet? All right, so looks like there's some evolving happening for both you and this twin flame, and it says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So Spirit is saying, those of you who have not met this twin flame, soulmate, however you look at it, is because neither of you are ready yet. Okay, it could be spiritually, emotionally. Maybe one of you needs to better establish themselves in their life, in their career. All right, but this being the first message that Spirit has brought out, right now, Spirit doesn't want you to focus so much on this twin flame or why haven't I met this person yet? When is it my time? When am I going to fall in love? Instead, Spirit is saying, look within. Because you're in a journey right now, you're in a process of evolving and growing, and you don't want to align to this twin flame until you are fully there energetically, as well as this twin flame being there energetically, so that you guys are in a beautiful alignment of energy, both fully ready to embrace a solid, committed romantic partnership where there is equality, where there is mutual love and respect and honor, and you both are reaching for very similar goals. So right now is a time for you both to be working on yourself. And, one or both of you are single at the time you view this reading, and you may be in recovery from a pretty intense past relationship with somebody else, as well as your twin flame. All right, Spirit's directing both of you to go within at this time. That's where you're at on your journey, knowing yourself, knowing your own energy, facing your emotional baggage, giving yourself time to heal, being honest with yourself, making any sort of changes that must be made in order to align to this twin flame. What you are searching for in another, you become yourself that first, okay? So everything that you desire to be true of your twin flame, allow yourself to become all of those things first. The way you desire your twin flame to love you, love yourself that way first, and you call that energy in, and you open yourself up. And I really feel both you and your twin flame are in the process of doing that, becoming the things that you seek and desire in another, as well as learning to fall in love with yourselves the way that you desire somebody to love you. All right, so let's pull another message from Spirit. And this is from a different deck. All right, so look at the imagery there. Yes, you definitely have this beautiful twin flame connection for this life journey. All right here. And your roots go back many, many lifetimes with each other. So it says, passion reignites, and within the flawless pattern of each other's soul, you discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds as endless blessing. Place no restriction on one another. Be firmly grounded within each other's soil, but allow enough space for your branches to sway freely so that you each may dance to the song of your own spirit. Oh, that is beautiful. This is what your spiritual teams are helping you both evolve into, so that when you come together, this passion reignites. This is like a love that you never thought you would feel again, okay? And the flawless pattern of each other's soul, you discover inner peace. You both are equally evolved, and you don't come into union until this has taken place, because you are meant to have a beautiful love story. That does not mean that you won't have trials and tribulations and ups and downs, all right? That's a part of every relationship. But this is something solid. It's soul-based. There's deep soul roots to this connection. And right now, you both are being prepared and grown through your experiences, through your past romantic relationships for each other, all right? So let's pull another card to look at the strength in which this connection will have once you guys come into union. Connection. Look at that. Beautiful. It says the frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. So the strongest element of the two of you is the connection itself, okay? It goes back to those spiritual roots that you guys have created in lifetimes before. So when you find each other, this is truly like the end. Okay, you guys are not on this journey to come together and then split apart and have a separation. No, you guys are meant to be at the perfect amount of evolution equally when you come into union, because this is a relationship that's meant to stay connected for the rest of your days, for the rest of this life journey. Okay, you guys aren't meant to have all these crazy ups and downs and have a separation that ultimately throws you both into dark night of the soul, thus, you know, breaking you out of your old versions to evolve you. This is different. It's like you both experience all of that type of energy with other people and relationships before you come into union, so that when you come into union, it's an absolutely solid connection that is equal, both sides, a lot of love, a lot of respect. You guys are like going to be best friends. You're going to get each other, okay? And you're going to help each other discover unknown aspects within yourselves, okay? You're going to be very activating to each other. This is a beautiful connection, especially connection being the strength of this relationship, all right? It will be unmatched. No matter how much you thought you were in love before, when you meet this twin flame, nothing else will compare, all right? So let's look at the biggest challenge that you guys will face, something that you are, you know, trying to work through with each other, a life lesson that you signed up to experience within this relationship once you guys come into union. Okay, so we've got pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So you guys may have some power struggles, okay? I feel since you both are so evolved, you're very established within life, within your career, within yourself when you guys meet each other. So this is a relationship that unfolds because you both desire to have that companionship in your life. It's not out of need or codependency in any way. You both are very independent, solid people when the universe brings you together. So you guys are gonna butt heads. You both have very strong personalities and opinions, and what works for you has made you successful. What your twin flame has been doing has made them successful, and it may be very vastly different things that you guys are doing that works for you, you know, each. But there may be some issues of control, or try it my way, let's do this. So there is a bit of a power struggle that you guys will go through, within this connection. And there's a life lesson that you both are receiving through this. Okay, so that's not such a bad thing to have as, a struggle or a life lesson that you'll be working on together. That's not bad at all. Like, this is truly a beautiful union. Okay, Spirit is not going to bring this together until you both are ready to commit heart, mind, body, and soul for the rest of your days, and you're emotionally and mentally mature and grown enough to handle this love affair, this connection. Because, when something is solid and real and true and pure, there's a lot more at stake than when, somebody's just a horrible person that can't be counted on, that always lets you down, right? And this person is going to be that for you, and you're going to be that for them. An act that is unmatched. Nobody could follow. Okay, nobody could follow. You are meant for each other. It's a perfect match with each other. It's beautiful, and you are, best friends and lovers, as well as spiritual companions. Okay, so let's pull some tarot, and I'm going to pull 5 for you, 5 for them. So I will have 2 rows. You decide which row is speaking of you specifically, and then the other row obviously would be your twin flame. So let's see what's going on. Show us this union, Spirit. And I'm just going to kind of get them all out really quick. So Sun, King of Cups, 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and 3 of Pentacles. All right, so these 2 rows here, one is speaking specifically of you and what's going on in your world right now when you view this reading, and specifically what's going on in your twin flames world, as you view this reading. So this top row, we have water, air, and pentacle coming out. So I mean, that leaves everything but fire up there. So I'm not going to assign a specific sign to the top row, because it's really everything. I mean, even with the sun, that could be a Leo. So the only things that are missing would be an Aries or a Sagittarius. Okay, so that's why I'm not going to specifically sign this. However, what I will say about this person is looking for their queen or looking for their king in this life journey. They believe that they are ready. Okay, however, what's holding this person back is they do need some healing. Okay, they need some healing, and they need to make up their mind about some things, about the past, about where they're headed right now, what they really want in their life. Okay, so up here, even though they believe they are 100% ready to come into this union, they're not. There is still some healing and some decisions that they must make. All right, however, I do feel this person is very established in their life and their career at this time. So that could be why they're like, I'm ready to be with somebody, but there is some healing that must take place within them through the sun. They need to make some true decisions and set their intention, because even though they're like, I'm ready, I feel like their energy is closed. Like the only part of them that's ready is what comes out of their mouth. Okay, like just the words. That's it. Inside, there's still some emotional baggage from past relationships and connections, and they have not fully addressed it. or healed it, okay? They're trying to, overlook it. So it's like, yeah, I'm open for a romance, but I don't believe in love. I don't believe love could happen for me. But yeah, I'm ready for that, but I don't believe that could happen for me. Like, that's kind of where they're at, and it's because of what they've been through in the past. And it's like everything in their life is on point except for what is happening within them emotionally, because the sun is sitting right next to this King of Cups. So there needs to be healing in the emotional body, which allows this person to finally make some decisions, okay, and come into some truths with themselves about, their thoughts, their past. So this person just needs to heal and emotionally evolve a bit, okay? But they definitely feel it in their soul that they're meant to be a part of this very beautiful and divine connection, all right? And now we come down here, and there are no court cards represented, okay? But what I see for this person is kind of starting to get into a very pessimistic state of mind about, like, why have I not met my one? Why have I not met my true love? Why do I got to go through all this riffraff? Just feeling very restricted from true love, from romance, and kind of getting to the point of, I'm over it, just whatever. I'm going to focus on money. I'm going to focus on my success. I'm going to build myself. And the reason for this restriction, again, is because there's growth taking place. Both of you have some things to work on, and it comes down to the emotional body. Down here, it's not really ever feeling loved and appreciated, always having to do things on their own. A lot of really awful things being said to this person, which has jaded them, which has kind of hurt them and made them very material focused. Not that they're superficial or anything like that. It's just like, what? Forget about love. I always get burned. I'm just gonna, grow my success here. I'm gonna build myself. So this person down here is in that process of really establishing self in the material world. Could be working quite hard in their workplace to get a promotion. Could be deciding to return to school. Could be deciding to really grow some artistic talent or ability. All right. It's just this person here on the bottom is still establishing in the material world, okay? And there is some emotional healing that must be faced with them as well. I feel this person has been much more burned in relationships than this person. This person, I feel like there was one very significant relationship that cut them very, very deep, and they've struggled to really let that go and move on. Like, it was just very devastating and traumatic to them. Whereas this person, I feel, has had a bit of a harder life and has suffered much more through romantic partnerships. It's like multiple relationships, and ultimately for both of you, these relationships prior to meeting truly to push you both into a stronger place of independence, as well as learning to love and honor self as much as you would a romantic partner. Okay, so that's where you both are at this time. You both feel the call of the other's soul, and that's why down here I'm frustrated, and up here I think I'm ready, but I'm really not. It's because you guys both feel the calling in the soul, okay? And you've just got to trust the process and know that when you both are ready, that's when the universe is going to align you. When you both are in this king and queen energy, not a page, not a knight, not a minor card here, but a king or queen or emperor or empress, okay? You guys are going to be that when you come into union. And it's because you're meant to have a beautiful journey and really expand and explore together this beautiful existence, all right, rather than struggle and suffer as you guys have in previous connections, all right? So you both are just working on yourselves right now. And let's pull some more cards about this journey. You know, I'm trying to look at some timing. I'm actually going to pull some cards for that specifically about when you will meet this person, and I think I'm going to turn that into a pick a card just because this is a general reading. So let's pull a few cards about this twin flame journey. Spiritual awakening journey. Mutual spiritual mission. Temporary reconnection. All right. So right now, this is where you both are. Okay? On your personal life paths, there's a lot of awakening and evolving that's taking place at this time, because when you come into union, your connection is more than just the human experience and evolution. There is some sort of service to spirit, or you guys are really going to awaken and activate each other further through your connection, and you guys walk a very spiritual path. All right, this union, you share the same heart. All right, oh, that's beautiful. However, with this, I do feel that when you guys come into union, this temporary reconnection is talking about one of your exes. All right, and this ex is coming in because one of you, when you come into union, may have still had a little bit of residual hope about an ex. Okay, and so you and this twin flame meet, you come into union, you're falling in love, everything is beautiful, and then one of you has this ex show up, the one that still had that residual hope, you know, before you guys met each other. And when that ex returns, it's going to allow that person to realize that they have fully gotten over that ex, that they've evolved beyond it, and this twin flame union is everything to them, and they need that experience to fully release that energy, but they cannot fully release that energy until they're in that place of choice where they're with somebody now that they love dearly, because this ex, and I feel it's really this top person is the one that has this ex come back. Okay, and it's like they need that. So here they are with their twin flame now, falling in love and feeling emotions that they never thought they'd feel again. And then here's this ex that they thought they always wanted back, and they realize through that experience, no, I want this twin flame. I'm over you. I'm done. Like there's no more emotion in me because I found this, because I was activated by my true love. Okay, so when that happens, have no fear, whether it's your ex or the ex of your twin flame, because who's going to be chosen is twin flame. It's so one of you can finally fully release some energy connected to that past relationship. Okay, so let's look at some timing. I'm going to pull 4 cards, and actually, I'll do that after I pull your advice, since all of you obviously aren't going to want to see all 4 of the choices. So let's pull your advice, and then we'll do the timing. Be still, listen, feel, and just be. Have you forgotten what is truly important? When you pass from this world, all you take with you is your soul and the beautiful memories it holds. So this goes back to that energy right there where Spirit is saying it is time to focus on yourself and what needs to be healed, what needs to be grown, because you're being evolved and prepared to come into union with this twin flame as they are being evolved and prepared to come into union with you. So let's pull some timing, and I'm going to pull 4 choices. So as I'm shuffling here, ask your spirit guides which one of these 4 cards is going to come closest to the timing in which I meet this twin flame. So, card number 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, card number 1. Let's see what the timing is. Oh, we've got the World. So to me, this is at least a year or 2 years, okay? The World, a major arcana, it's like after a major soul cycle is completed for both of you, you come together. Okay, so I'm going to say 1 to 2 years at a minimum, up to 10 years. And I'm sorry to say that. I'm sure it's like much sooner than 10 years. But just with the World, I've got to go out that far. I mean, some of you could be very young, like, 21, 22 years old, and you might not meet your twin flame until you are 29 or 30. Okay, that's very common. So just depending on your current age and your current life experience has a lot to do with this. So it's definitely a year out. So a year to 2 years feels the strongest, but I'm going to go all the way out to 10 because I do feel some of you watching this are younger, and there's a lot for you to experience and evolve into, as well as your twin flame, before you come into union. Okay, but strongest 1 to 2 years with this. All right, second choice, 5 of Wands. So this here, it could be talking about the summer months, or 5 months, or 5 years. Okay, we have to be realistic. Again, it goes back to your current age and where you're at on your life journey. So this is like 5 months to 5 years, and with that, I would say 5 years is on the long end for some of you who are much younger. The rest of you, this is more like 5 months within to 2 years. All right, but it goes out to 5 years for some of you. Okay, let's see what this third timing is. Oh, we've got the King of Wands. So whenever I get a court card, that's always a year for me. Okay, it's like a 1. So within a year, you meet this twin flame, and some of you, it may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. All right, and lastly, the fourth card is the 4 of Wands. Okay, so you got all fire energy and 1 major arcana. So many of you, this is like a fire sign twin flame, Aries, Leo, Sag. Now with the 4 of Wands, this is 4 months to 4 years. Again, this goes back to your current age and current life experience. You know where you're at, you know how well you resonate to what has been said here, and how long it will take certain things to unfold. So with this, it's 4 months to 4 years. Okay, I do feel really strongly 4 to 6 months. For those of you who are like, I'm feeling like mid, like 35 to like 42, 43 years old. It's like in the next 4 to 6 months. And again, summertime across the board for all choices. The summer months look very positive for you guys, okay? And I guess, this could be 5 weeks, 5 months out to 5 years, 4 weeks, 4 months out to 4 years. So those the weeks could be in there, I do feel that would be a very small handful of you in that case. All right, so those are the messages about your twin flame and where you guys are at and what's going on and what happens when you come back together and the timing of when that union takes place. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, twin flames in separation. We are going to start your reading off by pulling a general message from Spirit about this twin flame union and what's going on, why we are separated. So let's see what Spirit has to say. We're going to pull a lot of different information to help you guys understand your journey through this separation period. So show us the separated twin flame journey. Okay, it says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So what Spirit is saying to you is focusing on the negative, what's happened, what your twin flame did that made you sad, the lies, the betrayal, like all of those things, or things about them that really frustrated you. If you guys just separated because of, conflicting opinions and ideas and desires, Spirit is saying don't focus on what separated you. It's time to shift and focus on yourself and how you can heal those emotional wounds that exist from this union. Okay, because as you heal, your perception shifts about everything. And as you focus your energy on the positive, on love, on healing, on evolving, on understanding, opposed to, blaming, criticizing, doesn't get us anywhere, even if they were very wrong. Okay, it's not excusing their behavior. It's not saying you must accept it and just get over it. Not at all. You feel it, and it's time to face what you truly feel and allow yourself to feel that and have an intention of working through that, moving through that energy, evolving beyond it, reaching your clarity, reaching your evolution. It doesn't mean the love will be lost or the connection will be lost. The pain, the confusion will finally be shed from you. So Spirit's saying focus on what you want to be, but you've got to start with facing what hurts within. Okay, and it's not through blame and saying horrible things, having bad thoughts. It's through acceptance of this happened and this is how I feel about it. Angels, help me move through these energies. Help me rise above them. Help me shift my perception so I can evolve and this doesn't hurt me anymore. Because as you evolve and change, your twin flame is going to evolve and change. So it's time to not focus so much on what went wrong, what's bad, what's negative. It's time to focus on healing and what you want your true intention to be with this twin flame. Okay? So let's pull another message, and this is coming from a different deck, even though it looks very similar. Look at that. Just study that image for a minute about you and your twin flame and your current separation and what that could possibly represent about your separation. What's taking place, spiritually in a higher level, not what's playing out in the 3D reality. How is this separation growing and evolving you guys spiritually? All right, it says, every challenge provides an opportunity to discover a deeper meaning to life. Each challenge can be a gateway to something greater. Use your intuitive and creative powers. Many solutions exist. Move beyond fear, and you'll discover that there are no limits apart from the limits that we ourselves have placed. And that goes back to our predominant thoughts and emotions around any person, experience, situation, ourself. Okay, you guys, this separation is growing both of you in big ways. Okay, and I just see that flame, the fire, the twin flames, and there is going to be healing, and there is going to be clarity and shift in perception. And you guys, you know, being represented as trees, have roots that intertwine together. It's just right now we're separate on our journey because we have some things that we've got to work on, and every challenge, this challenge being the separation, is an opportunity to discover a deeper meaning to life. Each challenge can be a gateway to something greater. So this separation is leading to something greater for both of you, you know, personally, as well as the future of this connection. Okay. So let's pull a card to see what one of the strongest elements of this twin flame union is. And this may be what you guys evolve into, okay? Since we're in separation and you're both growing, this may be a strength that you evolve into. So we have surrender. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. Beautiful. And you see all that green? Heart chakra. So what this tells me is your greatest strength in this union is going to be the love and the honor and the respect that you guys eventually evolve into for each other. Okay? And part of the separation brings this into being. All right? Even if you're like, that seems like an impossibility, you guys will get there. This love, the surrender, is not selfish. It is not controlling. It's not jealous. It's very harmonious. It flows. It trusts. It allows both of you room to breathe and be who you are. This right here is beautiful. The separation is worth the evolution and growth that you are receiving to evolve into this connection right here. This is going to be the greatest strength that you guys come into in this life journey through this twin flame connection. This is beautiful. All right, let's look at, you know, one of the greatest challenges you guys will encounter through each other, a life lesson, a soul lesson that you are meant to learn through each other this life journey. Oh, look at that. This reading is just popping with the same message all the way through. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So you both need to work on forgiveness. For you, it could be that you need to forgive your twin flame for different things they've done, or perhaps, you know, you feel guilty and you have remorse for things that you did to your twin flame, and you are the cause of the separation. And you need to learn to forgive yourself, and you need to trust that as you grow and evolve, Spirit will align you when you both are ready. Big life lesson, forgiveness. That's what you're working on with each other in this journey, all right? Which explains this card, and the reward of this work of overcoming this is this beautiful love that is so free and trusting and pure. It's beautiful. Okay, it's beautiful. So there is your confirmation. All is well. You guys are just really stimulating each other for that soul growth at this time through the separation and what caused the separation. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards. I'm going to pull 2 rows, 5 of each. One row representing you at this time, and the other row representing your twin flame at this time. And you assign which row is which based on the, description of the energy that I'm giving. And I'm just going to get them all out quite quickly, opposed to stopping at each card, just since I want to look at the whole picture of both of you. All right, the Devil, 5 of Wands, the World, 3 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So this top row is the representation of one of you and what's going on in your life currently, as well as how we're feeling about this separated twin flame. And the other one of you is coming through as the 9 of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Moon, 6 of Cups, and Page of Cups. All right. So it's very obvious with the tarot cards out. This is the person who's really struggling, really wanting this twin flame union back together, a bit obsessing, feeling a lot of heavy emotions about the separation. All right, so this bottom row is struggling quite a bit emotionally. The top row, there's a bit of denial going on within. Okay, we have the Devil here, so this up here could be a Capricorn or potentially a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this person on the top row, they're more focused on 3D. They're a bit obsessed with the wrong thing. So when they're thinking about this twin flame journey, they're very conflicted because they're trying to come at it from an ego 3D sort of perspective, but this connection is deeply activated in their soul. So there's a lot of conflict going on within them. And they're at this moment, at the time of this reading, they're not trying to face or properly own up to why this connection is separated and the emotions that they have around it. Okay, they still have a bit of work to do about this, sorting things out and really facing the truth within themselves. Okay, because we have the World and the 3 of Pentacles. So they're working on that, and the universe is setting up certain experiences in their life to force them to face these emotions, to face what really happened here, because it's part of a life lesson that you both agreed to for your own personal evolution. So that's where they're at. They're in a place of denial right now, but they're going to come into that place of accountability and desire a new connection. And I love that you both show up as pages here at the end, because to me this is showing that you both evolve out of your current version of self, of energy, and you both are much more equally aligned for a connection in the future, both coming through as pages. Okay, and down here, this person is very independent. I don't feel this person is dating anybody or even has a desire to. They just want to be with their twin flame. They want to understand this journey. They want a reconciliation. Their heart is very, very heavy. So I feel this person on the bottom row here is really struggling with this resentment and frustration and anger, and kind of cycles through those emotions, hatred, resentment, anger, frustration, and then sadness, heartache, pain, confusion. All right, so it's like they keep looping through these emotions. And down here, we could have a Gemini, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, very strong down here on the bottom. So They want their twin flame. They don't want to be with anybody else. They'd rather be alone than, be in a relationship with anybody. Their heart just belongs to this person, and that's the way it is. Okay. And could be very focused on building success, building career, self-improvement. Okay. Like, hey, notice me. And what has to be achieved again is filtering through and facing the emotional pain and traumas. Down here doesn't want to face the truth of the betrayal, the deception, because it hurts so much. Up here doesn't want to face the truth of the betrayal and deception they inflicted on this person. Okay, so there's denial in both of you, but it's for different reasons. So you again decide and assign whether you are the bottom or you are the top person. Okay, so you guys are working on the same issue but for different reasons. Okay, and there's forgiveness. One of you is going to have to really forgive themselves for what's happened here, and one of you is really going to have to forgive the other person for what they did. All right, but you guys are soulmates, and down here knows it. This person knows this is where they belong, and there's a destiny here. They feel it strongly within. Up here is being more 3D, in denial, not taking accountability or responsibility whatsoever. But there are, again, different experiences that are going to unfold, different relationships, friends or romance, that are going to teach them a thing or two and force them to face themselves, the darkness, the shadow within, and they will get there. They absolutely will, because here at the end, you both are coming through as these pages, like ready for a fresh new beginning, where we have totally forgiven each other, forgiven ourselves. So it's like a clean slate. The things that separated you or that you struggled with, you will overcome them, and it doesn't taint this connection when you guys come back into a reunion. So I do like this. You guys are gonna both figure it out. Absolutely. It's just right now we've got to really face the emotions that are within, but for different reasons. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards here to kind of look at this twin flame journey in a bit more detail beyond just what's happening right now. Right, so we have abandonment, sacrifice, disillusionment. Okay, so here it is, the past, where this ended. Somebody, I do feel like this person just kind of like walked away from this person very unexpectedly, or ended things very crappy. And there's a lot of trauma in this person for how this person handled things. It's like abandonment, walking away. And right now, in the present, it's a great sacrifice for both of you. Okay? One of you, because I really love you, you're the only one I want, I will not be with anybody else. I will sacrifice being lonely. I will live with that, because if it's not my twin flame, I don't want it. And up here, being very prideful and sacrificing true love, because I don't want to face the shadow. I don't want to own my behavior. Okay. And in the near future, we have this disillusionment. And this is talking about where both of you are seeing things much, much differently than you are at the time of this reading. Okay. So there is going to be an improvement to this energy between the two of you. So I am going to pull a few more of the twin flame cards here. So influences, admiration, healing together. Yes, you guys, there's definitely going to be a beautiful reunion, and I'm going to pull some cards for timing for you guys. There's going to be a reunion here, again, where you guys are these pages, okay, and who screwed up finally owns up to that and faces that within. Who has been really hurt faces those emotions head on and chooses to work through them rather than nurturing them in fear, because a lot of times through separation we are afraid to heal and nurture our emotions because we're afraid that the love will be lost. We'll get over that person, right? Not in this situation. The more that you love and nurture and focus on healing you, you just evolve, you grow. The love is not going to be lost in this connection. You come back together and heal. So external influences separated. It's a sacrifice for both of you because there is this connection and a lot of emotion. And I do believe that you both watch each other from afar, okay? And there is going to come a point where you both are ready to come back together. You both have learned, you've grown, you've evolved, and you're ready to come into this forgiveness. You've learned this lesson that you signed up with each other, and you're ready to forgive, and you're ready to heal. All right, so let me just pull your advice before I pull the timing. Do not fear the current changes. All is happening in accordance with your divine plan. The current events are paving the way to a brighter future. Love illuminates all darkness. Remain positive and light. And how perfect is that advice after this whole message about your twin flame separation right now? Okay, so I'm going to pull 4 different cards for timing, and you decide which of the 4 is calling to you. All right, so ask Spirit to tell you which of the 4 cards is going to bring forth the closest timing of when you and this twin flame will be ready to reunite. So there's card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4. I will start with card 1. So we have the 10 of Wands. This could be talking about 10 weeks, 10 months, or in the month of October. Okay, and also being the 10 of Wands, facing self and shifting within is also part of this process. So 10 weeks, 10 months, or in the month of October, there is some sort of reconnection between you and this twin flame. All right, so the second card is the High Priestess. So with the High Priestess coming through as a major arcana, and she's card number 2, this could be that you have like up to 2 years. All right, this is definitely 1 to 2 years before you guys are ready to come back into any sort of reunion. All right, there's some evolving that has to take place, as we've already discussed. So some of you, this is like 1 to 2 years, and Spirit doesn't want you to stop living your life waiting for a twin flame to return. You know, you've got to live your life and go through your experiences so that you can evolve yourself and expand and prepare yourself for a reunion. And you've got to trust Spirit on when that is and just live your life and see what comes your way. All right, so for card number 3, we have the Hermit. And so with this, a major arcana, this is definitely at least a year before you're going to have any sort of reconnection. Okay, the High Priestess and the Hermit and the 10 of Wands, it goes all back to, you know, this soul lesson, this life lesson of forgiveness that you both signed up for. Like, you really got to work through that and achieve that in separation before you can come back into a reunion. So with this, we have like at least a year, and it could go longer because the Hermit is card number 9. Okay, it could go longer than that, but you have at least a year before you guys are going to be able to come back into a reunion. And much like here, don't stop living your life. See what Spirit brings your way. Everything coming your way is coming your way to help you understand, to help you find clarity, to help you heal, to help you evolve and grow. Okay, so lastly, card number 4. We have the 8 of Cups. So this is 8 weeks, 8 months for you guys, and very strong of reconnection in the spring months. So 8 weeks or 8 months before you guys are ready to come back into any sort of reunion or reconnection. All right, so those are your messages about your twin flame and your separation. I hope that this has helped, and I'm sending each and every one of you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, twin flames in union. We are going to pull some cards to see what Spirit wants to advise you on right now about your journey with your twin flame, information you need to know, what you guys are working on, etc. So let's start by pulling a general message from Spirit about you and your twin flame. Just take a look at that for a moment. And it says, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. All right, so you, the one watching this video, there's something troubling you right now about your twin flame journey. There's a question you have, there's something you're confused about, you're unsure about, or maybe you're feeling very angry and frustrated with your twin flame at this time. And Spirit is saying, look within yourself, drop out of that mental body and go into the heart space, go into your soul, because there's some answers there. There's some different perspective there than what you are capable of accessing just with the mental body. So Spirit is saying you need to go within about wherever there's confusion or blockage or frustration, because there's going to be some unexpected answers found there. All right. And this could be right now, or this could be speaking about, you know, just at different points on your twin flame journey, how to handle things and to not, you know, lose heart or get frustrated. So let's pull you another message from a different deck. Sorry, they got stuck. All right. That is beautiful. You know what? The twin flames and separation got this card. I just want you to look at this and see what information you are picking up from this imagery, this artwork, because right now you and your twin flame are in a period of growth and evolution. So things might feel a little intense or a little uncomfortable or a bit out of balance, okay? So let's see what this says. Every challenge provides an opportunity to discover a deeper meaning to life. Each challenge can be a gateway to something greater. Use your intuitive and creative powers. See, dropping into the heart space. Many solutions exist. Move beyond fear and you'll discover that there are no limits apart from the limits that we ourselves have placed. So There's a beautiful shifting taking place between you and your twin flame, all right now, or it's just about to happen. And there's enlightenment, there's new information. You're going to see things from a different perspective. Any sort of impasse or setback or struggle that you and your twin flame have been facing, like, you guys are going to evolve beyond that. But the answers don't come from the mental body, they're found in your soul. All right, so let's pull a card to look at the greatest strength to this twin flame union. All right, so we have grace. The frequency of grace supports our smooth adaptation to and anticipation of life's currents and changes as we evolve towards a higher version of ourselves on this earthly plane, bridging the divine with the human essence. Oh, you guys have a profound spiritual connection. Oh my gosh, this is your greatest strength. The grace, the tenderness, the purity, the realness, the loyalty, the depth of this soul connection. That is your greatest strength in this union. That is beautiful. Let's pull a card to look at your greatest challenge, a soul lesson, a life lesson you guys have signed up for this life journey. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. All right, so this goes to the power struggle. When you guys come to these forks in the road on your journey about your relationship, just not being able to agree, having very strong different opinions, wanting different things, and you guys will struggle against each other when you come to those points. And I feel at times things can get out of hand. You guys can have some nasty fights, say some things that you don't mean. And then after everybody cools off and goes into their separate corners, there's a lot of guilt and remorse for how things were handled. Or one of you feels a lot of guilt, okay? And I do get the sense for some of you, it's like one of you may also send the other on, a guilt trip about things, or have a really hard time of letting things go and forgiving. And so this is a struggle, a life lesson that you guys signed up for with each other to move through this. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So when you guys come to these junctures where it feels that you're at this great impasse and you're feeling very frustrated and you don't understand, this is letting you know you guys are at a period of growth. You're trying to complete a soul lesson that you signed up for with each other. All right. So right now, at the time of this reading, that's obviously, very relevant to what you are going through. And Spirit says you will overcome it. You will evolve beyond it. But it's not going to be from being caught up in your head trying to analyze everything. The answers are always going to be found within the soul, within the heart space, because of the beautiful deep connection that you guys share. It's just truly out of this world. All right, so I'm going to pull some tarot to get a greater sense of, what this soul lesson is that you guys are working on, why, Spirit's talking about feeling frustrated or kind of at an impasse. And it doesn't mean like you want out of the relationship or that it's over or anything like that. It's just there's some sort of struggle that's happening, some sort of challenge that's going on. So we have the World. Yeah, You guys are coming to the completion of a major lesson that you guys have been working on with each other, okay? You guys are almost there with the World coming out. Next is the Page of Wands, and there it is, completing the lesson and birthing into new versions of yourself, new energies where what was a frustration, an impasse, a fight, a challenge, you guys overcome that, all right? Right there with the Page of Wands. The Lovers, yes, true soulmates, true twin flames confirmed right here. King of Wands. You could, your twin flame could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or you could be a fire sign. And the High Priestess. Wow, this looks strongly to be like a water-fire connection or a fire-air connection, because we've got two wands. So it could be fire, fire, actually. So we got two wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we got a potential Gemini and a potential Pisces or Cancer with the High Priestess. Okay, so really strong fire, air, fire, water connection coming through. And you know what else is that fire and that air, and then the fire and the water. You both tend to get very caught up in your heads, that air energy, when the solutions are always going to be found in your soul, okay, through that High Priestess. You guys have a deep, deep soul bond, and you truly have the kind of connection that can weather any storm, that you guys will make it through anything. At times you may question that, and every relationship, no matter how deeply rooted and connected and bonded, you're gonna go through ups and downs, you know, because you have life lessons that you are receiving from each other. And you guys are coming to the end of a pretty heavy lesson that you've been working on. And again, the answers are not found trying to rationalize or be logical about it. This is bigger. It's like 5D, even though you experience it as 3D. Okay, and that's why you've got to go to the soul to find the solution, to find the answer of how do we move beyond this? What is the problem here? Because this isn't about who's right and who's wrong. It's really about evolving beyond the distorted energy that created that, you know, challenge, that butting of heads, that impasse between the two of you. Okay, but this is very, very strongly connected in the soul. My goodness. And you guys, you will never, it's almost like if you try to threaten each other, I will leave, you won't. It's only said in the heat of the moment, which I feel is a problem. Like things that are said in the heat of the moment cause deep emotional wounds. And you guys will evolve beyond this. You absolutely will with the World card here. So let's shuffle and pull some clarifiers. Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody says some mean stuff sometimes. Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so right here with the World and the Seven of Wands, there's definitely a feeling of a need to be on the defense, and you both feel that way. And you both are in a place of not being totally open and vulnerable with each other. That doesn't mean like we're hiding things or doing shady things. It's just you both are really protecting your emotions, your emotional body from the other at this time. We're in this defense mode, really closed off, you know, and it looks to me, because of like these fights or things that are said, somebody, you know, really in the heat of the moment can say some pretty horrible things and cause the other one to feel very rejected and out in the cold. Like at times, maybe when you were not properly communicating and the energy is feeling distorted, you could really question the validity of this relationship and the long-term potential. Okay, just because the way things unfold, it's very overwhelming at times, very overwhelming. And you know, this King of Wands has this Page of Cups beneath, so whoever this King of Wands represents in this connection, I feel has a bit of a temper and is the one that may kind of go off the handle, say things that are not very nice, and ends up needing to apologize and carries a lot of guilt, okay? So there is an awareness of that. And maybe at this point it's like, are we ever going to be able to overcome this? Because I can't take this. It's the way you guys communicate. And also some of you, this could be a fight about money and resources. And you feel as though it's really causing a wedge between the two of you, or even like children causing a wedge. You know, it's just, it's fighting, it's children, or it's money. All right, like that's the problem at hand right now. And Spirit is saying you guys will overcome this. And the reason why this is happening is it's attached to a life lesson that you agreed to learn from each other. All right, so all is well, truly. I know it doesn't feel that way, but it is. And you will discover the answers, the solution, where the energy is distorted, by being in your heart and not focusing on the negative, what's wrong, who's at fault, what needs to change, but rather dropping into the heart, seeking healing and clarity from the angels, and dropping further into your soul. Because once you're in that healing vibration, your frequency rises, and through that rise of frequency, you're able to access different perceptions about yourself, about your twin flame, about your journey, about what's unfolding and what's wrong right now in this moment. Okay, you're going to come into a lot of new understanding. But I just feel you both are way caught up in your head, very 3D in perception about what's going on here. And we've got to shift to that 5D to understand the whole picture and see it from a much higher perspective, because you guys are really growing each other, and you're coming to the end of that. And once this is completed, you guys will be able to be vulnerable with each other again through these two pages coming through. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull a few more tarots. Yeah, you guys are growing ever stronger through this process, okay? You absolutely are. Even in those moments where you feel worlds apart, you're connected at the soul, and you always will be. And somebody really needs to temper their pride, their mouth, their temper, okay? I do see that. Now we've got the Queen of Wands coming through. You both are fire. And the Hierophant, beautiful. So the Lovers and the Hierophant, and I was just going to say the only thing that's missing is Judgment, and Judgment is actually the very next card. So we'll just pull that out, and Temperance would be the very next card, and here we're talking about tempering, right? So this, you guys are absolutely twin flames, and you're meant to be. Here you both are, the King and Queen of Wands. Okay, you both have fiery souls, big, wise souls. We could have power struggles at times because of that. Okay, and when we fight, it can get really nasty and mean. And sometimes you both could sit back and feel guilty and think, man, I love you so much. Like, how does it ever get to that? Like, why do we get to that point? And that might be part of this lesson, where you guys are both learning to really temper yourselves, or if one of you is, you know, freaks out and the other one just kind of quiets down, it would be the one that quiets down learning to become stronger and put boundaries and not tolerate that type of behavior. Okay, so you guys are definitely working on a lesson here, and you're almost to the end of that, and through the process, the evolution, you're only going to grow stronger and closer. But you have so many confirmations of this being your twin flame. You got the Lovers, and then here you guys coming through, the only king and queen that showed up, and it's the same suit, and it's flames, it's fire. All right, and then you have the Hierophant, this beautiful divine union, and like this soul contract, lifetime after lifetime between the two of you. Okay, so this is your twin flame. This is where you belong. And right now, you guys are working on overcoming this distorted energy, which is truly just a life lesson that you guys signed up for, and you'll only be stronger for it. And again, it's about somebody's temper or making maybe bad choices with money, or just the way that we talk to each other. Communication can be very, very strained. So know that. Don't rehash it all over in your head and blame and seek the answers there. You'll never find them, and you guys will keep repeating this. It's in the soul. That's where the solution is for both of you, okay? But you will get through this. You guys will get through anything you face, truly, because of this beautiful connection right here. And it's just confirmed all the way through in your tarot cards. So let's pull you a few more cards here. On top of this spiritual connection, look at this. We have an empathic connection. You both absolutely feel each other near or far. And you have an amazing chemistry with each other and revelations. You guys are going to get there. You're absolutely, and look at journey, journey, journey. Beautiful. You guys are going to get there. Okay, you're going to move through whatever this challenging energy is. There's going to be the revelations, and remember, those are found in the soul, not in the mental body. But this is just beautiful all the way around. You guys will get through it. All right, let's pull some advice. All right, well, 2 jumped out. Let's see what they say. Stop taking life so seriously. Achievements and possessions will pale into insignificance when your soul journeys back home to the light from which everything stems. Ooh, look at that. Fall into the soul. The mind gets everything confused in the 3D when this needs to be looked at from a 5D perspective. And we have the quality of your thoughts equals the quality of life you experience. Thoughts are living energies that have an enormous influence on what you attract into your life. Think love, and that's what you will attract. Beautiful. So if we're going to be caught up in that mental body, be caught up in good thoughts and loving thoughts and healing thoughts. All right, so those are your messages for those of you in a twin flame union. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.